Good morning and welcome to Piper Academy. I'm your host, Army Piper, coming at you live Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally on YouTube. Today, day one of it. So thank you for joining me here. I was able to actually do a live stream on here. So thank you, the gods of Google, for allowing me to have permission to use your system. And also on X. So if you're joining me on either one of those, I know you can't comment on X unless you're a premium subscriber. So if you're watching on X, jump on over here to Piper Academy and check us out. We're over here live. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chat here. We got some people in here, and I just want to give some shout outs because it's the first show, and I'm not going to do this every day, but I do want to make sure that today I actually get, all the love out there that I need to get out there. So first off, give me a one in the chat if everything sounds good, if everything looks good, if everything's coming through, because I've had some issues today. So you guys know how it is. You guys know how it is. So we got Bedridden in here. We got Crux of Crypto in here. We've got Arsan 246. Not sure I've seen you before, brother, but welcome. Hey, I'm glad to have you here. We've got Eric Wallen in the house. Gia's in here. Gave Gia a blue wrench and a crux of blue wrench, and we'll get some more of those down the road. Ada Ace is in the house. Elo Brown, Crypto Antagonist. Good to have you here. He said, I'm here. I'm here. And you guys are saying everything sounds good. Munchies. Love it. Love it. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about today, because I don't want to go too far in this. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I promise I will catch you next time. But guys, today we're going to be talking about some stuff here. First off, we're obviously going to be looking in on this stuff here. Actually, let's go over here. Let's try my other setup. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be looking at this stuff right here. We're going to be going over some articles, some headlines that Crux has been working heavy all night. Of course, got to do my economic calendar. You guys like that data that I put out. We had job openings come in today, so we're going to see about 8 a.m. So in about 30 minutes in the middle of this live stream, my time, 8 a.m., it's going to be 10 a.m. over on the East Coast. If we will be looking to see what those job openings were. We're going to be checking out some things like crypto investors rejoicing as Ethereum future ETFs finally launched. But more importantly, guys, we're going to be looking at this stuff because we've had a rejection on Bitcoin. So we're going to be checking that out and making sure that we're in some ranges here. And if we can hold the support, then we'll see where it goes from there. But right now, not looking too strong on Bitcoin or the other market stuff. So let's go ahead and get into those headlines. If you guys are just joining me, I appreciate you all being here. So don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you get notified every time I go live Monday through Friday. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here on the economic calendar. I'm going to go ahead and move myself. I'm a little too big over here. I'm going to make myself a little smaller. Let's go down, down, down. Thank you. Thank you. And down into the corner. And there we go. Now I'm smaller. It was larger than life on that screen, and I did not like it. So, all right. So today, guys, we got job openings coming in today. This is going to be a big one. We've also got. Let me do something else here. I told you I'm having all kinds of issues today. We've also got the IDB coming in for economic optimism, seeing how people actually feel about the economy and if they're very optimistic. I don't think they are. While I move some stuff here off my screen, I'll continue talking here. But we've got API crude oil stock changes coming in today. It's going to be this afternoon. Big ones this week, though, guys. We're going to be getting PMI from the ISM services here on Wednesday, and then Thursday. A lot of Fed people talking again, import, export, balance of trade, all that good stuff. Friday, though, unemployment rates sitting currently right now at 3.8%. Consensus is that unemployment will come down. Forecast is that it will go up. How will that affect what we're seeing here on the CME is to be seen. But as of right now, guys, for 1 November, we're actually looking at a 75% chance of a pause right now, looking at a 25% chance of a increase. So I am going to guess that if those employment numbers are good, there is a small chance that we could see the Fed bring in some pain and make it another 25 basis points. So we'll have to see what happens there. Yeah, Elo Brown, crypto antagonist, crypto trades. What's up, good? What's good, man? What's up, yeah? He says. Six reasons, guys. This is what's going on right here. The longer they push those rates up, the longer we are going to be more likely we're going to be heading into pain economically. So six reasons. I t-shrimmed that. 6 reasons why a U.S. recession is still likely and coming soon, guys. And I got some highlights here. 6 reasons that this could be happening. Let's go down. One, the auto strike. The United Auto Workers, I don't know if you guys are tracking about this, but they did a walkout on like the big three auto firms for the first time. They've all been targeted at the same time. So there is like right now, everyone is down. Everyone is on strike there for Ford, GM, and Chrysler, I think. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Tesla, my favorite American made car. So taking a look here, it expanded the strike on Friday to encompass some 25,000 workers. The industry's long supply chain means stoppages can have an outsized impact. In 1998, a 54-day strike of 9,200 workers at General Motors triggered a one I don't know what they're trying to say there. A 1.5. How about a 150? Can we remove a comma there? 150,000 drop in employment. So, student bills. I told you guys on October 1st, this went into effect. Everyone started owing money again for their moratorium on their what they had to pay for their student loans. So when we take a look here on October 1st, that coming back in, those student bills not looking pretty for what they're going to have to pay. Millions of Americans will start getting student loan bills again this month after the 3.5 year pandemic freeze. It expired on Sunday, so the resumption of the payments could shave off another 2% to 3% from annualized growth in the fourth quarter. Why this matters? Because right now we're already seeing a pullback in retail sales. And with the pullback in retail sales, that means that people are having to put more money on into bills and stuff like that, is obviously what it's saying. But in contrast to that, you've also got the highest credit card buildup debt that we've ever had as a nation. And it's not just us, guys. Banks are in big trouble too. And I got an article I'll show on that in a second. But when you put all that together with what's going on with the economy and with student bills, if people are already in debt and living on credit card, how are they ever going to make it into a place where they are not just working to live, living to work? Don't want that. Some of you guys may not know, my 24-year-old son lives at home with us here. And the reason being is despite being a mid-level manager at Chick-fil-A, there's no way that he could survive on his own, but he would literally be working to live and living to work. And that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see that for anyone out there. So that's why I keep doing the grind here and doing these shows. Oil spikes, guys. Surge in crude prices. California, California average $6. Is there a static sound in my mic? Crypto Seth, let me know. Somebody let me know in the chat if there is. I can fix that. There's a way to fix that. But yeah, if you guys are having prices out there, let me know what your gas prices are in your area. Because I know that right now it's astronomically high in California, and it's not bad here. Okay, there is a little bit of one. Let's do this then. I think this mic might check that. Sound is perfect. Okay. Well, I did it either way. Some of you said there was, some of you said there wasn't, so it's all good. Yeah, so let me know the prices for gas in your area, guys. I know right now for us here in the El Paso, Texas area, it's about 3.40, I believe, $3.40 the last time I filled up. I don't really go anywhere that much, so is it better now? Let me know in the chat on the sound. I think I fixed that. Taking a look at the yield curve here, guys. September sell-off pushed the yield to a 10-year on 10-year treasuries to a 16-year high of 4.6%. Higher for longer, borrowing costs have already tipped equity markets into a decline. They could also put the housing recovery at risk and deter companies from investing. So people don't want to invest. Let's see here. 310 at Costco, 380 for the rest of El Paso, according to Crux. Awesome. The mic is worse now? That's horrible. Don't tell me that. Why? Why? But why? Okay, you guys let me know. This should be fixed right now. 360 a gallon. 3.99 a gallon. Eric Wallen, where are you at? Where are you at, Eric Wallen? That you're paying 3.99 a gallon. New York 3.85. Housing market is in some sort of danger. Yes, absolutely, Indie Rock. Um, there we go. First mic setup was the best in slot. Okay, cool. I got it then. Uh, Global slump. The rest of the world could drag the U.S. down. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but China's in big trouble right now. Second biggest economy, China, is mired in real estate crisis. In the euro area, lending is contracting at a faster pace than in the in the nadir of the sovereign debt crisis, a sign that already stagnant growth is set to move lower. So the rest of the world, as bad as it is in the U.S., horrible, horrible here in here in the U.S. We are actually doing much better than the rest of the world. So, and then the government shutdown, guys. I know we diverted it, we got away with it. It's only a 45-day shutdown. So don't know really what that's going to do for anybody if when the 45-day comes up and they go back into a shutdown. So really all they did, just like the ETF, kicked that can down the road. So um, speaking of kicking cans down the road and things not being the way they should be, Elon Musk, Crux, shout out to Crux. He sent me this post here. It's pretty good. He said that Elon Musk in a post on X, I guess we're calling them posts now, not tweets. Okay. Said that fiat is a scam. The fiat currency is a scam. Fiat refers to the traditional government issued money, U.S. dollars, so on and so forth, and it's not backed by any physical commodity. Relies on trust and authority of issuing governments. Russ comments add fuel to the ongoing debate about the role of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin in challenging the traditional financial system. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I thought it was very funny that Elon Musk, even though he won't take Bitcoin for Tesla right now, he says that the U.S. dollar is a scam. So not sure. Who have we got here still? Anybody else still watching? Hey, if you guys haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. I appreciate it. And let me know in the chat if everything is good on my mic now, because I hated that you guys had some choppy sound there. No one wants static in their ear. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Ethereum, guys, future ETFs finally launch. Good news and bad news on this. I don't really care about these. Because futures ETFs typically allow people to do more shorting and don't really do anything for price action. If it was spot, I'd be very excited about this. The fact that it's futures, um, so what, right? I mean, I don't think that it's a move, but all it does is give Gary Gensler a little bit of credit at work, and he can go, "Look, I approved a ETF." Like, because most people in DC are dumb and they're not going to realize that this is not what the people want. Some people will. They'll call them out on it. But overall, big whoop de doo on this. I think this is a big nothing burger. When I see futures ETFs roll out, I don't get excited about it. What I get excited about is when you have things like spot ETFs that Grayscale just requested. Grayscale just put out, and I had one in here. There it is. There it is, right there. Ethereum application from the New York Stock Exchange to the SEC. This is a big deal. Grayscale has filed to convert its Ethereum trust fund into a spot Ethereum ETF. And why this is a big deal, guys, this is going to be spot. So when people go and they buy this, get into this ETF, it's actually, they're going to have to buy and hold Ethereum, just like the Bitcoin spot ETF. So I'm preaching to the choir on that, but when you see these, nowhere near as big of a deal as when you see this right here, the spot ETFs. This is what matters. So don't get excited just because you see futures. Speaking of future, more than 40% of the labor force to be affected by AI in 3 years. That's what Morgan Stanley is forecasting, guys. I just want to touch on this real quick. I'm not going to dive into this, but Morgan Stanley said that this is going to have big implications for the labor market. Yeah, I bet. Like, people losing their jobs. That's a pretty big implication. Uh, Analyst Brian Nowak estimates that AI technology will have a 4.1 trillion economic effect on the labor force, or affect about 44% of the labor force over the next few years by changing input costs, automating tasks, and shifting the ways companies obtain, process, and analyze information. So today, Morgan Stanley pegs the AI effect at $2.1 trillion, affecting 25% of the labor force. So I guess on the good side, nothing major has happened yet when a quarter of the labor force is already being affected by AI. But I think as it gets smarter, guys, jobs are going to shift. And if you're in the wrong field, probably not going to be good for you. Unlocking the three important. This is an important one here. I'm grinding through these quickly so we can get into charts, guys. Unlocking the three important altcoins. Of three important altcoins is taking place in October. Pay attention to these dates, guys. So we Axie Infinity. If you Real short, real simple. If you have these three coins, watch out for these unlocks. That means that more tokens are coming into the market, can affect the price, can result in a lot of volatility at that moment because people will be trading the sentiment of this unlock. So Axie Infinity, Optimism, and Aptos are preparing to unlock tokens in October. According to this, we go to the project team, 16.3 million allocated of staking rewards, 16 million to play to earn incentives, $8 million to the ecosystem fund, and $2.6 million to advisors. Um, in total, $215 million worth of tokens will be unlocked in October alongside Axie Infinity. Ethereum layer 2 Optimism will release 24.2 million OP tokens. So, guys, if you have one of those three tokens, be careful. This is all coming in a month near you. So, I feel you on that, Crux. Grayscale will have the first BTC ETH spot ETF. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Okay, let's jump over into messages here. I got notifications. Here we go. I want bookmarks. Bookmarks, live stream. Guys, this is some bad news here. I got this the Kabesi report. If you guys don't follow him, you should. If not, you'll see me post this stuff up all the time over here and share it. Small business bankruptcies have risen sharply with the jump in interest rates compared to 2020. We have seen nearly 60% increase in small business bankruptcies. So bankruptcies are also up from 2021 and 2022 levels by 35% on average, 40% respectively. Large corporations may be able to weather the storm, but small businesses are feeling the pain. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but the backbone of the American workforce is small businesses. And those small businesses are typically owned by middle class Americans. So this is your middle class America income that's just ending up in bankruptcies. So what you're seeing here is big businesses, big corporations easily, weathering the storm. Yeah, they're getting beat up, but they got a lot of people, a lot of money to just throw at problems, right? Taking all these little small businesses and picking it up, like that mom and pop shop over there that does, you know, um, cloth. They sell materials for grandma to go and, do some knitting and do some seamstress work. Now you're going to be looking at, that place is gone because Hobby Lobby was able to make it through there and they're going to pick up all that. So shrinking of the middle class, growing of the corporates, that's what we're seeing right now with this number of bankruptcies coming in here. Let's go ahead and check out another one that I have in here. Guys, this is important right here. This is good. I love this one. Bitcoin is less than 200 days away from the halving. At this point, same point in the cycle, in 2015, Bitcoin was forming a local top and then retraced 24%. In 2019, Bitcoin had already locally topped and had a 37% retracement. So taking a look at this picture here, as you can see, let's go back here. There we go. We had a nice running into the halving event of 2025, and it had a nice retracement right there. That big retracement there was about 24%. And then we had one here. When we came into it, had a retracement of 37%. Let's not get this twisted though, guys. This was the Roro dump. So, everyone talks about this number, but I still think we would have had somewhat of a pullback, just not a crazy one. We're now getting ready to hit the same window right here. And, if we had a pullback of 30%, let's go see where would be at. I want to pull back here, and then we're going to go over to here. Let's jump. Let's jump screens. There we go. So yeah, over here we can see that I've got a Bitcoin chart, and I'm actually going to show you a couple of things on here. As soon as I refresh my display screen, there we go, because I wasn't sure where I was at. I knew I hit the button on my Stream Deck, wasn't sure we were over here. If we went and did a retracement here, and I'm actually going to use this chart. Let's go see where we would be at if we did a, we'll say, 25. That's the low end of what we had in 2015. So if we were right here and we do a 25% retracement, not sure what that was. Thank you very much. 25% retracement. Well, look at that. That would put us at about $20,000 on Bitcoin at 25%. So that would be somewhere down here in the bottom of my Gaussian channel. For you guys that saw this yesterday on the, if you guys saw this yesterday on the X stream that I did, there was we talked about this. This is the Gaussian channel. If you guys want me to show it again, I will do so. Just let me know in the chat. I talked about this before, but yeah, that would be near the bottom on this at the, for a 25% retracement. If we had that again, according to what's happened historically, and you know, if it's happened before, it can happen again. It doesn't always rhyme, but it does a lot of times sound very familiar. Just jump over here. Let's take a look at the this is my Fibonacci channels. I want to give you guys an update on this. Still running right here along this support line that we've had at 25,200, and we're continuing up towards the 786 here. I told you guys, I think that if we break this, we're probably going to come down to the point of control, possibly testing that 887 and hitting that point of control down there at about 17,000. If we can hold this and this line does not break for horizontal support and this diagonal support of the 786 takes place, then we could be looking at upside. But I want to see what it would look like on here if we were to have a pullback of 25%. Guys, it's probably going to be somewhere right in the range of that 887 down the road. Somewhere in here where we would break through and come down and hit. And somewhere in there would be around that 25% line too. So, hey, the gang, we want it all to go down though. So we can all load up. I don't disagree. I'm sitting on a lot of cash right now, Gia. A lot of cash waiting. So I should have been listening to Seth, and shout out to Seth. I saw him in the chat earlier. I should have been listening to Seth and Archie over there for what they were telling me to put money into at the beginning. Then I'd be having a lot more right now to be sitting on. But hey, you know, hindsight's 2020. Get some coffee in there. All right, let's go take a look at the daily charts. Actually, let's go look at the stock heat map first. I want to see what we got going on in here, how everything's looking in the morning, because everything's open. Yeah, Microsoft down 0.6%, Google down 0.8%. Let me refresh this just to make sure. If you guys want to know how to get this, go in here. It's going to be right here. Heat maps in TradingView. It does some great stuff. Yeah, there we go. 0.42 now for Microsoft. 0.55 for Google. Microsoft, Meta, Adobe, all coming in neutral. Netflix coming down almost a full percent. Google at 0.5. Apple down 0.5 under electronic technology. In finance, yeah, banks down. Banks are down. Go figure. Shocker, right? Oh, you know what? I did want to show you that. I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to show you guys one more thing here. And where is it? In my bookmarks. Go to my bookmarks here in the live stream. This is why banks are down, guys. Right here. Unrealized losses on investment securities for banks are skyrocketing. For quarter two, 2023, there are nearly $550 billion in unrealized losses. To put this in perspective, that's nearly 25% of all banks' equity capital says that they are in the negative. And you can see here, they've been this way since 2022. And this is why banks have had so many problems. So for one quarter, down nearly $550 billion in unrealized, which means they have not closed out anything and actually lost the money, but they're down because they make bad calls. So dry powder, and that's right. I will tell you how the Dixie is doing that, because the Dixie is doing much better than other currencies, guys. I know you guys hate to hear that and can't believe it's true, but the United States is doing substantially better than the world economy right now. So let's take a look over here. Visa down a little bit. Nvidia up 0.6%. That AI chip that we were just talking about, and I've got some Nvidia stock, guys. Just for the sake of knowing this, I've got for when it comes to stocks, I've got Nvidia, I've got Google, I have Tesla, and I have line please Amazon, because I think Amazon's going to beat a lot of the retail stores. So which down today 1%, but that's okay. I bought it really cheap. So that's the four stocks that I'm holding right now. And then I got a lot of cash and a little tiny bit of crypto. So um, that's what I have. Not financial advice. I'm never give financial advice on my show. Everything that I do is for education and entertainment purposes, because I want you guys to know more. I don't want to tell you what to do. So knowledge is profit. Financial advice is criminal, and I don't do that. So let's take a look here and jump into the chart, though. Guys, mortgage economy. My economy charts. Mortgage is sitting at a 7.31% right now. So that's horrible. And we actually would not, we haven't been this high since December of 2000, right before, right at the turn of the millennia, when everybody was freaking out that at midnight we were going to have, you guys may not remember this, you may not know this. Everyone was tripping out that on December 31st, the entire world was going to collapse because of the millennial virus, the change of 2000 off of the 1900s in the calendar. So kind of funny there. Army Piper is pure entertainment and knowledge. I appreciate you, Indy. Appreciate you. If you guys haven't checked out Indie Rock Crypto's music, he's got some good stuff on Peninsulas over there, and I like listening to his music every now and then. It's pretty peaceful and relaxing. So let's go jump into the chart here, guys. Bitcoin rejected yesterday on the 4-hour chart. I told you yesterday on the live stream that if we did not hold the 0.5%, that we were very likely going to be heading back down. I said we have to get above this, close our candle above this. Come on, work with me here. Close our candle above this, get a bounce on a retest of it, and then up we go. Did not happen. Rejected at it, I believe, yesterday morning when we talked about this. Yeah, we would have been here. We would have been on this candle pumping up right here, and we were green above it. And then after the live stream, down it came, and it just came right back down to the golden pocket. Previous resistance, resistance, previous resistance, 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 more resistance back there. And we popped up, resisted on the 50, and now we're back at support on the 618, coming in right now, currently at about 27,550. That support of the 618 is coming in at about 27,466 there. So getting a lot of bounces there in this 4-hour chart. Each one of those candles, 4 hours, getting a lot of the bounces there. So I was 10 years old standing outside looking up into the night thinking the world was going to end at midnight. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Uh, Jesus. Everyone always thinks the world's going to end. It's okay. So it will someday, but we won't be here. So you can see here, according to the indicators, we did get a strong buy here indicator on Chart Prime, retest right back there. If you're wondering what that green line is, that's the 50-week moving average, guys. This yellow is the 100 down here. This orange, that's the 200. And the setting way down below, I got my 300 way down here at about $22,000. So we were down here in the platinum pocket. If we don't hold this golden pocket, guys, we could be coming back down to the platinum pocket very easily. Of course, we would have to make it through that 50 moving average, this trend assistant, and that dynamic reactor from the Chart Prime Indicator Pro Suite. But it is possible. It is very possible. So looking at the RSI primed right here, we did get a pullback here, but it does look like we're starting to get some curvature on the Heikin-Ashis. If we get a thin candle here on 4 hours, I'll start watching for that. However, on the Trend Fusion oscillator, we did get the Peak Seeker reversal indicator popped right here, saying we were going down. And that's what I told you guys yesterday. Told you guys yesterday, if you were watching on X, I'm sorry I couldn't have it on YouTube, but I said this started at like 4 in the morning. I was like, hey guys, we have a reversal here on the 4 hour. I know we're sitting above it. But if we don't hold this, down we come, and that's what happens. So, what else do we have here? Let's go and check out some Ethereum. See how it's doing. Looking about the same, guys. Ethereum's looking about the same. Let's go ahead, isolate off here. I want to get rid of the dots because I don't like doing dots. There we go. Let's go turn off all these indicators here, and let's just do some traditional TA. We're going to throw on some Fibonacci's here, and I want to go to daily. Thank you. Yeah, we had this long running trend line here, guys, way back in August. I told you that very likely could be dropping down, and that's what happened once we broke that. Let me check and see who's messaging me here. It better just be noise because people like to send me messages. There we go. Oh, no, it's cool. It's all good. We got this rejection here. Looking right now, support on the 382. That is where we're trying to hold up. It was previous resistance here. You can see all of this. And now we have bounced above it, testing that for support. So this 382, much like Bitcoin's golden pocket that we were just looking at on Bitcoin. So Link. I want to go check Link, and I want to show you guys something very interesting with Link. I told Tim about this yesterday, and some of you guys saw this in the Investing Bros Discord. Shout out to the Investing Bros. Love those guys, and they're on every morning right before I am. They have a premiere recorded static video, and then they're on in the afternoons. However, today it's going to be in the Discord over there for Investing Bros because T-Stream out of town. So, but yeah, this is what we're seeing over here in Chainlink, guys. I ran a little bit of analysis running off of the July high. Come on. Thank you. Working with the July high down to the bottom here. And you can see we broke, sneaked out, did a little trick out there on that platinum pocket, pulled back in, back down to the golden pocket. So fibs, very powerful, very important. You can see here also, we were above the value area high. Now we are below the value area high, and that was almost our rejection point there. Be watching for this point of control coming in at about 7.15. $7.15 is what I'm going to be watching for there for that 50% mark and that point of control. Interestingly enough, guys, we broke the 8 here. I want to show you guys a little something here on this chart. Let's jump back over here. Let's go back over here. Thank you very much. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a very neat correlation that I haven't seen anyone else talk about, but it is going to be this chart right here. So there we go. So this here, Chainlink price recently hit $8 mark. Okay. This person from Wise Advice was talking about this. And this has been one of the most bearish things for the crypto market in the past 15 months. So we went back 15 months looking at Link price valuation. And every time that that we've had a, well, almost every time, I think Tim found one that we broke $8, Bitcoin had a pullback. So June 2022, back here, Bitcoin went back down 32%. August 2022, down 21%, 22% for November, February 17%, April 17%, July 16%. On average, every time Link has crossed the $8 mark, Bitcoin price has declined by 20.8%. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at 26,900 at the time of this post, which is about a day and a half ago. And if history repeats itself, Bitcoin can hit the $21,500 mark. Guys, that's down there near what we were talking about earlier. So, but yeah, neat little correlation here. Not sure why it happens. It's very weird, but it seems like when Link breaks $8, it pulls back and Bitcoin happens to move at the same time. So, I don't know. I think some things just are too strange to argue with, and they play out. So, shout out Link Marines though. Yes, absolutely crux. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here. We got a little bounce of support right here sitting on the golden pocket. So we'll have to see if it's going to hold that or not. Let me know what you guys want to see in the chat. I'll do a couple of more here before I hop off. I'm trying not to make these too long. For those that don't know, update for everybody. Not that. Let me jump over here. Let's jump over here. Let's talk for a second. So you guys that know that I used to do, my own show on Chart Prime, and then I did stuff over with Investing Bros. I'm still a bro, always going to be a bro. But interestingly enough, I came out to my own stuff. It's okay. I like it. the the sorry, I was messages from work. Because I'm not retired, even though I'm retired, I got Discord stuff. People hit me up on Discord for other shows. My work job here on the show. I just took a hiatus because my stepfather. You guys know I take care of my stepfather. Some of you do, some of you don't. He's actually now into the VA system. Things are going really well for him. We've been seeing him every day. At the nursing home and at the hospitals and stuff like that, taking him, all of his favorite snacks and making sure he's happy and comfortable. But guys, shout out to the VA. They stepped in like pros, and they're covering all the cost on everything, and they're really working hard to get him into a facility with his own room and really good food. So now that everything's starting to settle down for him, and everything is not a rapid reaction event, so that's why I'm able to come back. So thank you guys for your patience on that. I appreciate that. So, interesting about Link. I guess you guys don't have anything that you want to see. So, Matic. Indie Rock said Matic. All right, well, check Matic out, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because I do need to call the VA and get some more stuff going for my dad. But here we go, guys. Let's check out Link. Oh, wow, look at that. I already had some Link on here before. It looks like I had done well, first off, let's get this fixed all the way over. There we go. It looks like I had done a T-box here up on the 0.5. What do I have going on here? It looks like I have 2 fib retracements. There we go. I said that this might be a good location for a bounce. We didn't quite make it up there. Former support, then resistance here, and down it came. Now you can see, what is this line? Let's get rid of this line. I was an alert. Could have never made it up there. There we go. We came down, hit the 786 on the platinum pocket, guys, right here. Came back up, tried to fight back above the golden pocket, eventually leading to a downside. This pump up here, not quite making it to the T box, but I knew it was going to try to get somewhere near there. I guess it caught this nice little volume node here, and that was good enough for it. So tried to get back up here on this into the golden pocket and through it. Did not happen there. And then she keeps coming down, and now we're down in the platinum pocket, getting rejected multiple times here on the 786. I would guess if I had to make a guesstimation, that we're probably coming down to the 887 here with the value area low. That's going to be the range that I'm watching for here. If Bitcoin has more downside and it does that retracement, I'd be looking at about 47 to 45 cents, 45 to 47 cents. So appreciate it, Ben Redden. Yeah, awesome. Solana, Rsan246, he said, I'm flexing my newness here. Serve me some Solana up, please. I already have someone Solana here too. So let me mute something that's in my ear, guys, because I don't know why I keep getting messages here. There we go. Mute. Mark is red. And mute. Mute the channel for 3 hours because I don't want to hear anything from you. There we go. Looking at Solana here on the chart, we have I'm looking again, this is a daily chart, so going from the high here to the low here, you can see that we had these very well respected ranges here. Golden pocket just plowed through. Guys, Tim has pointed out many times that when we go through a range like this without any play, no comeback for retest, we typically tend to come back and close that door. So we opened a door here, did not close that door, and that is very likely what's going to happen here. You can see we got a lot of rejection here on the 786 at $24. I suspect that this rejection is going to continue on, and Solana is likely going to come back to the $22.42 range to $21.83 to close that golden pocket door that we opened here and by plowing through it. So that would also be healthy for it because it would give it a nice retest on that range, proving that range as valid support. So Livia, bro, stoked for your show. Can't wait for more. Knowledge is profit. Appreciate it, man. Show is great so far. Crypto exchange recommendations for the US. So let's go ahead and jump over into the chat and let's talk here for a second. Because I think that's pretty good for what we have for the for TA today. I mean, everything's just kind of in that ranging motion right now, pulling back and retesting support. So that's the important thing to know there. So in the US, and I want to ask you, Are you talking? Are you wanting to buy crypto, or are you wanting to trade crypto? That kind of all matters, and I need to know what you're looking at there for that. If you're looking to hodl to hold your coin and just buy crypto at spot, crypto.com is a good one. Coinbase is a good one. Um, I mean, you can buy a couple of other places. I mean, in the U.S., but I mean, those are well known, established, and trustworthy in comparison to others out there. But yeah, so that's what you would go there if you're looking for trading. I heard Mexi, and I've heard Kraken. I'm not sure about Kraken trades. You said. Right now, I'm looking again because I got completely shoved out of BitGet on my 2 and 3x leverage trades over there that were doing quite well for a long time. So they started KYC and I got pushed out of there. So, um, geez, I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep looking. I know Mexi is one of them that you can do, but I think it's only like 3 or 5x. It's not very high. When I know, I will promise you, I will get something going for you guys on that, Travis. Yeah, I think that's it, man. I appreciate you guys joining me here again. Prices right now, pulling back, retesting support. If they hold those support, don't stress it. Don't worry if it breaks that though. Be looking for the retest on the bottom side of that support where it's now resistance. When it retests that resistance and rejects off of it, good places for shorts. Testing on top of that support lines on any of them, like that golden pockets or wherever they are, if it pulls back to that and bounces up, good spot for long entries. If you're doing just spot, you can that when you hit those support lines, dollar cost averaging is not a bad way to go. So I appreciate you guys being here today. We are just going to get the show better. I promise I'll get the flow better. I'll get the audio right. It takes time and practice, man. We're going to get smarter. We're going to get more knowledge, and knowledge is profit, as I always say here on the show. So thanks for joining me, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, catch Investing Bros. Tim's going to be in the Discord over there today, and I will see you guys in the morning. Till then, trade safe, and as always, stay primed.
That was awesome, dude!